My name is Cory Armstrong. I'm a professor of journalism here at the University of Florida. For the last 6 years, I've been teaching a class called Applied Fact Finding, which is essentially an information gathering and public records focused class. Public records has kind of, I'm going to say, three dimensions to it. And what I would basically say is I would classify them as individual based public records, uh, institutional based public records, and issue based public records. The three I's is kind of how we classify those. I think in terms of overall interest, for the general public, they're interested in their own public records, what's public about themselves. And I think you'd be surprised to know what's actually available about yourself. Anything from your driving record to your voter registration to your voter history, any criminal history, most of your educational history, particularly if you were at a public institution, such as the University of Florida. Most of your, what you studied, where you lived, when you were attending that particular school, all that information is available publicly. And again, that's a little shocking. So when you go into the institutional records, those I would say are more of the public interest in terms of current affairs, government agencies, what they do, how they spend money. So those kinds of records again would be, say, city entity budgets, or local entity budgets, campaigns, election records, how much money candidates from federal to state to local candidates are spending on their particular elections. Also, salaries, employee salaries. So when it comes to institutions, for example, here we are in the University of Florida. Every employee in the state of Florida has his or her salary posted online. So, and that's true of any public institution in the state of Florida. Other kinds of things, say contracts for who's doing road construction, building construction, private consulting. Those are all things that would be, I would argue they're under institutional public records because they're usually contracted with a governmental body. Issue-based public records are they're a little bit of a combination between the two that I've mentioned, institutional and individual. Issue public records are mainly dealing with specific issues. So let's say health-related issues. If we wanted to learn, let's say, how many flu shots were given out by the student health center here at the University of Florida, we could get an aggregate listing of here's how much money was spent, here's how many doses were given out, and here are the months in which that happened. Again, issues, it's going to depend on what the area of interest is, but certainly there's a wealth of public records out there about a specific issue, a specific drug, a specific business, so I mean there's lots of things if you want to get into that, and that kind of rolls into, I know that organizational based records, which again are kind of a combination among the three. I would put them in with institution, but depends on how you want to go there.